Everybody, we are back from break for more Dungeon of the Mad Mage. When we left our heroes, they were locked in combat with the forces of House Avrindar in an attempt to rescue Dirzana Freth and her companion Arachnophane. The battle in the initial outpost, the barrack of Dinrith Avrindar, is going well. The southern egress has been stoppered. Many drow lay dead across the floor. But two things complicate matters. I guess three things complicate matters. The most minor of complications is the drow warrior that is screaming in the face of Ezrah. That's the most minor of complications currently. Second,
like the drow known for their reserved culture are suddenly just like
look, when you get firebolted in the chest by this fucking half elf who's hiding around corners, you get a little pissed off. Right?
He shot first.
The second most concerning issue are the two spiders that are on the walls, bobbing and pulling against the webs, trying to send signals for reinforcements. And then the third, perhaps most concerning thing is Matashtai in the midst of the goddamn viper's nest. Trying to rescue single-handedly.
I am one of the vipers.
Dirzana Freth from the very clutches of the High Inquisitor Kareth Ikorza herself. When we left, it was Bones' Shade in the Graveyard's turn. He had set his eyes upon the northernmost spider, but Matashtai's gambit with the ever-smoking bottle has obscured that spider, and now all Bones can see is the spider to the south, the uninjured spider pulling upon the web, trying to signal for reinforcements. What do you want to do, Bones?
I have a series of questions going to determine what I do.
Fuck yeah, hit me with them.
All right, so question one, being that we have been fighting these spiders, and I'm pretty aware of how well I do things, I know about how much damage I've done to him.
Sure.
As a follow-up to that, I am additionally a very natural boy.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty familiar with spiders in general.
Sure.
Adding these two things together, can I determine at what percentage, roughly, the spider I stabbed is at?
If you could hit that spider with a sneak attack, you're sure you would kill it. The issue is with it being unseen, you don't know how you would do that necessarily, right?
Okay.
A sharpshooter might not do it.
Okay. I will perform a gambit. Oh, sorry. Second question. Being as I am also unseen to the spider.
Yep.
Would that make my attacks at normal?
Yes. You cannot see it. It cannot see you. It's normal.
Very good. All right, then. I'll be making 2 sharpshooter attacks at this monster.
Okay, so right? Like, you're like, oh shit, as the smoke envelops this space,
he's not moving, he's just shaking.
Yeah, he's just shaking on that fucking ball. He's there. I mean, you have to judge, you're listening to like the pulsing and that kind of like waving metal in the wind kind of sound, that very kind of like skyscraper kind of like kind of like sound, right? And you're like,
just do the same thing I just did.
You just have to aim and make sure you hit it while he's pulsing back and forth, right?
Yes. All right. I will be making 2 sharpshooter attacks. The first one I do not have a button for, so we will be subtracting 5 from this attack roll. Here we go.
Okay. Do it up.
And then adding 10 damage.
-5.
That's the wrong button, but whatever. So it would. Okay, whatever. It would be. I'll just do the other one for the other one. So that's fine. That's one.
That's -5 and +10.
Yeah, -5 would be 15.
You hurl your dagger into darkness. You have no idea if it lands or not.
Okay, well that fucking sucks. Next is offhand. So I've just fucked up all of my buttons. So now this is gonna be
Okay.
also -5, but also -6 damage. Whatever. Here we go. We'll figure
No
it out
worries.
if it hits.
We'll figure it out.
It doesn't fucking hit. All right, cool.
-5 def. So Bones is like, I've got to do this, and hurls
Alright, well.
2 daggers into the smoke. Doesn't hear anything, and then a moment later, the daggers are back in your bracer, and you're like, you look down at them, and you do not see any signs of ichor or blood or anything like that to indicate that you have scored a hit.
Okay, well, that's all I can do. I'll move
All right.
down here so as to maybe not get caught.
It sounds like a plan. Bones, that guy is dead. Okay. Matashtai, you hear an individual that you had not yet seen. You
Is that the guy on the left?
You hear a guy on the left, yeah. So,
Yeah. Okay.
you hear him call out in response to Kareth's statement. And then he very slowly makes his way across toward Kareth. The entire time, he has a blade drawn, and he is very calmly, very cautiously looking about himself in a defensive posture. He is
Okay.
absolutely, from what you can hear, he is in your way as an egress to the north.
Okay. Currently.
Yes.
Okay.
You also hear shouting and cursing from Dinrith Arendar back the way you came. You hear this loud crack, the snap of a whip, and then you hear, in response to that, you hear Kareth's voice saying, "Stop that! He's here, close. Gather round the prisoner. Do not let her escape. She is valuable to us alive."
It's unfortunate.
And then you hear footsteps slowly making their way into the... Alright, gotta move invisible tokens.
How do you guys think that the monk language thing works? When I speak, does it sound like a language they know? Or do they just like magically understand it?
Well, that's the thing. I think it's you understand any language. I don't think
both.
it's you can speak any
It's
language.
both.
Is it both? It's
It's
both?
yeah.
It's
They
both?
understand what you're saying. Yes, it's
I
both.
can
Jeremy.
speak and understand spoken languges.
He killed enough
I can't read
people.
shit. I don't know how to read, but
Monks!
Killed enough people.
He killed enough. You've broken enough souls, is what it is. I think for you, it's maybe what it makes sense for Matashtai being, right? It's probably different for different monks, right? Different types of monks. But for Matashtai, it's probably a further connection with Valena, right? And Valena's experience and Valena's ability to bridge a gap between souls. So it's almost like building off of your telepathy. You're speaking, but you're almost kind of like translating what's spoken into thoughts. And whenever someone speaks, you're kind of like catching their thoughts, and Valena is interpreting them to you.
okay. So when I talk, I
You
don't.
also
sound
hear
like
in your mind right now, by the way, you hear Valena just like shaking, going, "Are you crazy?"
Yes. But so like if I talk, I'm not gonna sound like I'm speaking Elvish.
I don't
The
think
drow
so.
version
No,
of
I think
Okay.
you sound like whatever language you are speaking in, but people hear it and understand it in a means that makes sense to them. Like if there was a recorder, it would just be common, right? Or it would be a Darin or something like that, whatever you're actually speaking in, right? But it would play back like that, but they understand it in their own language.
Okay. Got it.
You don't just magically speak their language.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Or he does.
Or he does. Yeah, he just does. He just speaks every language.
That tracks. Yeah, I agree.
No, but that's the way in which, right, like, because if you could speak every language, then you would read every language. But you can't read every language. You can just impart
He's
your
illiterate.
words with a spiritual essence to where everyone can understand what you're saying, right? Is the thing. So they hear it in their own language, but you speak it in yours.
Got it. Makes sense.
Language barrier has been obliterated.
Well, there's still barriers. It's just not spoken barriers. I'm not solving any riddles.
That's true, right? Okay. What do you want to? Oh, it's not your turn. You were just
It's not
asking
my
me
turn.
questions.
Unless you want to
Dear
let
Lord-
me have a
no,
turn.
No, sorry,
I can-
dear
I
Lord
just-
Jesus.
I'd like to go again before he gets.
I apologize.
Another turn?
Ashes, you struck out at this drow warrior. It strikes back at you with disadvantage.
Yes.
Misses. And it screams and it sees the shadows, right? It sees the smoke. It grows in size, is what it does. It goes here and it moves away. You get an attack
Yeah,
of
I'm gonna get
opportunity
that ass.
against it. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use my reaction for this. Wait, that would all right.
Yeah,
Check for
you hit.
crit.
Absolutely.
Check for crit. No crit.
No crit. Still a hit.
Good fucking lord.
You cut that drow down as it tries to run away from you. Done and done. Okay, cool.
No, also, sorry, I don't mean to was there? My vision's kind of weird. It's not. It's just not going far enough. Was there a drow that was like in Ezra's grill?
There's 2 drow in this hallway.
I mean, you can see one of the drow in the hallway, but you hear
Yeah, there's one in
another.
my face right now.
You hear another drow that is further down the hallway screaming, yelling, like in a fanatical, like attacking kind of way.
I know you can't go to Discord, but is that correct, Jake?
No, that is not correct. I'm in the corner.
Might be time to reload there, bud.
Yeah, you might need to reload.
It may be.
Jay. Okay, cool. So that situation is resolving, and it is now Ezra. You've been aggressed upon. This drow warrior is in your face. You still see the hole, the cauterized hole where you shot a bolt of fire into this guy's chest. He has a scimitar raised above you, ready to strike at you. You still see the reverberation of your arcane shield, but you know that that's about to fade, right?
It
What do you want to
fades
do?
at the start of my turn.
Yep.
Does he look pretty rough?
Roll a medicine check for me.
That works.
Actually, do you have medicine trained?
No.
He looks like he has a fiery hole in his chest. Other than that, he looks like he's gonna cut you.
Like, can I see through the hole? Like that kind of a hole?
You
or-
definitely can't see through the hole, no.
Oh, balls.
Fully pierced him.
I will say, you have fought several of these drow, and you've watched as they've been butchered before you. You know how much damage you did to this one. You don't think he has He's not got a crap ton left, but he's not on death's door.
No.
So would I
This is-
consider him bloodied?
Maybe around in that kind of like
Okay.
department.
What is? Oh, you need to calm down, buddy.
You don't have advantage, do you?
What kind of armor is he wearing, Jeremy?
Ooh, actually, let's check. Drow are wearing studded leather armor.
Would that be considered?
I don't think that counts as metal.
Oh,
No,
it's
I
not.
think the studs are not enough to count as actual
They're
metal.
grounded by the leather.
Metal.
Yeah. I think it's more leather than metal.
That'd be
Regardless,
23.
though.
With 11
Oh
lightning
my
damage.
god. Wait, which one am I taking the damage
The
from?
11.
The 11?
The top one. Yeah,
Okay,
no, I was
top
trying to click the card and it didn't work.
So you reach out, this drow's raised the scimitar, you reach out and touch. There's this excruciating electrical energy that flows through him. You see his hair raises on end, like veins of lightning blackened his face. And he kind of like his movements hitch and jerk. He's definitely now very hurt, but he's not dead. Anything else for your turn?
Balls.
Balls. Am I to take that as a no? Nothing.
I don't have any good bonus actions.
All right. If
Yep,
that
I'm
is
done.
the end of your turn, then we will move on to the next person. The wrong person. Matashtai.
Yes.
You hear, actually, yeah. I say here, yes. You hear that voice, Karatha Korza. You hear again, chanting, a little northeast of you, as this figure seemingly casts a spell.
Okay.
And then you rolled a 20 on your stealth.
Yep. I did.
With Karatha Korza's 20 passive perception,
Oh, come on.
she moves south to you, next to Dirzana Freth, and she calls out, "Here! The intruder is here! Come to my voice! Kill him!" And she is now basically right next to you, and you see upon her eyes in the billowing fog, right? You see these golden sigils
Let me check something.
emblazoned on her eyes. And you see this bident, leaking miasma leveled towards you. And I say bident, but it's a lance. It is huge. This thing is massive.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Damn, like a
Indeed.
lance? Like a fucking 1d12 lance?
It is a lance, yes.
Damn, that's cool.
All
Look
right.
forward to the pain.
That is Kireth Ikorza. She is going to her turn. This guy
Oh,
is
it was her
dead.
turn to get over by me. Okay.
Oh, she casted something first.
Yes. Yeah, she cast something before she moved to you. It's
Sure.
it is turn 5 of this massive fucking conflict. You guys have been here for 30 seconds. It's what has happened. All of
So
this
your
has
invisibility is half done.
in the last, yeah, invisibility is half done. This has been the last 30 fucking seconds of our lives. Holy shit. Okay, cool.
Assuming I don't roll shitty when this dude stabs me.
He's got to stab you first. Okay. Coming along the roof of the ceiling. Giant spiders. This guy is going to limp his way this direction. He sees this drow facing off against you, Ezra, and he reaches down to pull his hand crossbow up, and he pats his hip and he looks down, and he recalls having dropped it after having fled from Mossy, right? And he only has his scimitar in hand, so he is going to take a dash action, and he is going to bottle you up in this little alcove next to this other
cool.
trout.
I have friends. This is fun.
You now have friends, yes. Matashtai. People begin to very carefully move their way 5, 10, 15 through the fog, through the smoke, following Kareth Ikorza's voice. You hear her yell out, "Yes! There! Strike south! Go, Javon!" And you see another individual who appears out of the fog next to you. He doesn't see you necessarily. You're still heavily obscured, right? Like, you still just kind of see him. But you can see around his eyes are these silver sigils, right? So he is going to strike at you. It is still going to be at disadvantage. Technically, you're blinded as well as the thing. It's going to be at normal. Because you're both blind. Because you are blinded by the fog cloud, but he is blinded by the fog cloud.
Yep, that's how it works.
That's how it works. So he is just going to normal short sword you. Oh, okay. Fucking big miss.
Oh,
Big-
please stab your
Please
stab your leader.
baby. Okay. I'm going to confirm this critical. Okay? That's a 5. That confirms that critical. Here's the thing. There are 3 targets other than Matashtai next
One
to
of
this
them is
elite
Dirk
warrior.
Bana.
Happening over there.
And he's not swinging behind him. So the target
binds.
behind him does not count. He either could hit Kareth Ikorza, or he could hit Dirzana Freth instead of you.
Okay.
So I'm going to let you roll a 50-50 D20. 1 to 10, it hits Dirzana Freth. 11 to 20, it hits Kareth Ikorza. All right. You don't quite see what happens, but from a cinematic standpoint, what happens is this elite warrior Javon begins to move slowly, cautiously through the fog, following Kareth's voice. And as Kareth calls out, he hasn't quite gotten into position yet, and he strikes south, but he's turned slightly to his left. So he strikes southeast, and he actually clips Kareth Ikorza instead. And you hear her shriek, "You fool! Turn! Turn to your right, idiots!" So she's gonna take 4 damage. And she's gonna take a
Does
little
she
bit
get poisoned?
You're gonna take a little bit of poison damage. I think. Yeah, she's gonna take a little bit of poison damage. So she's gonna take.
Oh, hold up. So,
and that.
I have to double check something. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you,
Okay, sure.
you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack
Do you need
against
to
the attacking.
see the attack happening?
Doesn't say so.
Although technically he made an attack at you.
Yeah,
and
technically he made an attack at you. It's just no. Well, I mean,
Oh, I
Just
suppose. I
in-
suppose, yeah.
in the darkness. Well, I'm. Yeah. Okay. What are you trying to accomplish?
I was gonna punch him in the face.
No, I think we'll let you punch him in the face. Yeah, absolutely. He made an attack against you, but the attack failed, and then he made an attack against Kareth. So yeah, we'll count that. But that's your reaction, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Okay, sure. Yes.
Reaction.
Yeah. I mean, well, 20 hits. 13 fucking. So you hear this like harpy
I'm going
shriek. You
to-
hear her call, "You idiot! Turn to your right!" And you're just like, and you just punch out like in that direction. You're like, okay, well maybe he's here, and you feel a solid connection. Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
All right.
He gets another attack.
Oh wait,
Um,
hold on.
Are you gonna try to stun him?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Constitution saving throw. Well, that's a stun. There's a crack, and this guy is fucking stunned. Absolutely, till the start of his next turn, right?
Yeah.
That's insulting. Okay, Matashtai, it's your turn.
Okay. So Dirzana is
Bound to
Bound.
a chair and gagged.
so she's bound to the chair, not just bound in the chair.
She is bound to the chair. You saw her with ropes around her body, around her legs, her arms tied behind her back. She is bound in at least 3 different ways. Some are just bindings, like the legs look to be to the chair, the body looks to be to the chair, the arms were just to the wrists behind her back, right? So to free her from this chair, you need to remove the body and legs. Just cut her head off. Got it.
Okay. First, I'm going to wield the Staff of Healing.
On yourself?
Well, I'm gonna pull it out. I got the staff out.
Staff out. I like to
Okay.
think that the staff has this little like crown head, like it's got like this gnarled top, right? So the ethereal staff is this long kind of like slender thing. The healing staff is like a club. Like if you hit someone, it's like bop, right? Type scenario.
Yeah. Okay, so she's bound to the chair in 2 ways. So if the chair breaks apart, she's free.
Potentially, depending on how it breaks, right? Like if you broke all the legs, she would still be bound to the back of the chair, and she'd be like hunched, right? So maybe that would slow her down.
Work.
Huh?
But her legs would work.
Yeah, but if you broke like the back of the chair, then she would just still be hunched on the like a stool, right? So depending on how you destroy the chair, you could totally free her, you could partially free her, you could not free her at all, right?
How heavy do we think she is? She's an elf. She's probably pretty light.
The drows seem to be of about human stature, maybe a little bit lighter, but not significantly lighter. They're
So it's an unlikely scenario that I can just pick her up and run.
if a regular drow warrior, like a average person, right, was like 180, 200 pounds, or a regular person was like 180, 200 pounds, then the equivalent drow would be like 160, 140 pounds, right? Picking her up, no. Matashtai is not that strong. Ashes maybe, right? Could just be like, I'll hoist you, right? But Matashtai is not that strong.
So, like, it sounds like I need more than an action to get her untied from everything.
It depends on how you go about doing it. You could potentially shatter the chair in a single action that would, in theory, free both her... Freeing her legs and her body are the big thing, right? But if she doesn't have her hands, she can't really defend herself either, right? So, like, you could free her to move if you shattered the chair appropriately, you know. But
I also can't see.
yeah, you also can't see. But I guess technically neither can the chair. So, you know.
Neither can the chair.
Like, I mean, you just made a normal attack against a drow warrior because he was also blind. So, I can't in good conscience say you attack the chair at disadvantage. Like, that doesn't make sense.
What can I do? What can I do?
I will say you are beginning to come to that point of indecision. So Matashtai needs to decide, or
yep. All right. Well, I'm going to mass cure wounds, and I'm going to choose here as a location.
What's
Does
the
not
range
say
on
I
it?
have to.
Yep. What's the range
30
on it?
feet.
30 feet. Okay. Roll your mass cure wounds for me.
Hold on, I'm gonna click the spell so you can see the wording on it.
You said here?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it there.
Okay.
No, sorry, it's anything within 60 feet, actually.
Ooh, nice.
So no, that's the range that I can cast it, and then anything within a 30 radius sphere.
Gotcha.
So any of my boys that fit within that sphere, I'm gonna hit them with some mass cure wounds.
Sounds great. Go and roll me that heal. Okay. You are healed by 19 HP.
Okay.
Mossy
not 19.
is healed by 19 HP. And Dirzana Freth is healed by 19 HP.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
less than I had hoped, but
unfortunately, Bones is 5 feet out of the range.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Oh my God.
okay. I'm going to take a step away. I think Big Chick gets an attack of opportunity on me.
Can only make an attack of opportunity against you if they can see you.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna step here. So that's 5, 10. How tall is the ceiling?
In this space, let me check my notes because this is a room we didn't really describe because you just kind of like rushed into it. This is room 19. Oh, okay. Fuck. Okay, this room is 30 feet high.
Okay, cool. 5, 10. I'm gonna run 30 up.
Okay.
That's 40. 45. I'm gonna go directly above her and drop from the ceiling, suplexing the chair.
I need to. You're gonna suplex her at the same time. You realize
that's why I
right?
healed her first.
Like,
that's why I healed her first.
Okay. All right. Sure. Fair enough. Oh God.
That's really all I got. If I can't do that, it's fine.
No, I mean, it's absolutely something that you can do. I'm just trying to figure out in my head how that resolves. I'm gonna say, roll me an athletics check +3. Because you're
Okay.
getting a bonus +1 for every 10 feet that you're falling.
Oh, how about a nat 1? I'm gonna use a I'm gonna use a talisman of opportunity to make that not that.
Okay, fair enough.
Eh.
18 plus 3 is a 21. You land on top of Kareth Ikorza. You
Or not
how much-
Dirzana. I was trying
or
to
sorry,
I was trying
sorry,
to break the chair.
Dirzana Freth. Dirzana Freth. No, I just said the wrong name. You land on top of Dirzana Freth. How much damage can you negate from a fall?
A lot.
I'm pretty sure I cannot hurt you at this point
You
from
can
fall
fly
damage.
like 60 feet or some shit.
Like I'm
Well,
pretty sure I cannot hurt him.
To
from
be
fall damage
fair,
at this point.
I'm taking fall damage because I just had to use my reaction to stop that from being a nat 1. So
I don't think slow fall uses a reaction.
show
Didn't
does.
you
Does
use
it?
your reaction to
And then it was
punch-
my turn. It reset.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, it does take a reaction. So you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mitch is gonna take some fall damage. Holy shit.
I'm gonna take some fall damage.
Shit.
You're gonna take 2d6 fall damage because we're not counting the first 10. You're taking 3.
Holy shit, you rolled low at me.
Kareth Ikorza, or sorry, Dirzana Freth, does not get the benefit of that.
Jesus.
You land squarely on top of her. There is a crash as you shatter the chair from your fall. And as far as you're aware, you have freed Dirzana Freth from the chair that she is bound to. Now, her
Sweet.
arms, her hands are still bound, right? And she still needs to extricate herself from the rubble. But in theory, you have freed her. Do you have any movement left?
No, that used all of my movement. I used my action.
Okay.
I think I technically have a bonus action.
It's up to you whether
Oh.
you use it or not.
Patient. Does that make a difference? I'm blinded.
No, I don't think it's
guess it wouldn't,
disadvantage either way. So it's disadvantage on you, disadvantage on them. So I don't think it makes a difference.
Okay.
I think it would be cool to have a
Um,
system, by the way, where you could stack advantage and disadvantage.
And you only coup de grace a victim that you can see. Because you are currently prone, I assume.
Oh, it's not coup de grace if you're just prone. It's just advantage, which they have disadvantage.
Yeah, I think you
from the
have to
smoke,
be
because it's
paralyzed
natural
to get the auto crit type scenario.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Paralyzed or unconscious or incapacitated, I think.
Incapacitated, I think is.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to Step of the Wind.
Okay.
Stand up, which takes,
Okay.
God, takes 25 of it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna squeeze up in here.
You hear Kareth as you rush past. You hear Kareth. Dinrith, he comes your way. Jaban, Gildos, ignore him. Grab the prisoner.
Okay. I'm gonna move to right here.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
That'll be the end of my turn.
Oh my god. Okay. Quailen Wand is like, what the fuck is going on? He yells as the shadow is gone. He looks around. He looks to the south because that's where he was told to go. And he goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Dashes his way or rushes through. Does not dash. Does not need to dash. Rushes through the shrubbery, through the entangling vines, sees a giant spider across the wall, fires a hand crossbow, So 19, that hits. Hell yeah. 19. So it does 5 damage. What? That's incorrect. Cool, sweet, fantastic. Giant spider goes burr. Giant spider is Bones, you continue to hear that to the north of that kind of like web vibrating. And you can see along the walls the different kind of like cabling kind of like pulsating, and you see, because your passive perception is freakishly high, you see these outgoing signals, and now you see these incoming signals. You see different signals coming back along the webs.
Right.
Both these spiders continue to do that. Breath Corza is going to make a check. It was an 18 last time. It's going to be a 16 this time. +5. Nope. Okay. All right. Cool. Sounds good. Fuck. Matashtai, you hear. Matashtai's not here. He doesn't hear anything. He is gonna get got in a moment. Room that goes up. And have that. Done. Zeron Adaragon goes blink. Attacks the spider in the air once. Hits for 13 piercing. Yells back. Ashes, you hear as there is less combat happening at the entrance of the southern egress. You hear Zeron say, "We got a lot of spiders incoming! We need to get this taken care of now!" And that is his turn. As that happens, the shadows begin to all move southward.
I'm gonna get got.
This drow in front of you, Ezra, has raised his scimitar, and he tries to bring it down on your head. It is as normal. That's an 18. Shield up again. Ezra, not allowing himself to be injured, defends himself once again from the drow assault. Mossy has rushed towards the eastern wall where one of the spiders resides, shaking along one of these web sacks. What do you want to do?
And the spider is 20 feet in the air, right?
20 feet in the air.
Okay. He can't easily freaking. Well, he can walk up there, but. Okay, well. So it's 20 feet in the air, but it's a 10 by 10, so I can reach it from 15 feet.
Yep. He can make it and attack this turn.
Okay, well, that's what I would like him to do.
Okay. Move Mossy there.
Climb the wall right there-ish.
Sounds good. So make some attacks.
Open the thing. Thank you, fucker.
23, 28, 28, 12. Everything but the bite hits. -9. -9. -10. Mossy dips into the wall, appears back out 15 feet up, and begins to streak out with his claws cracking and carving through chitinous exoskeleton. The spider ignores him and continues to pulse on this web. Anything else? Going once? That. Oh.
I was trying to close Diablo 3 and it's locked up my whole fucking computer.
Okay. Anything else for Mossy?
No.
Okay, sweet. All right, that guy's dead. Ashes. You are in a room full of dead bodies. You
Cool.
see Bone, or actually, you don't see anybody. You see Mossy on the wall attacking a spider. You hear Zaran call out that there are spiders coming from the south, and you guys need to figure this the fuck out quickly. You know Matashtai has disappeared to the north, and Bones apparently relayed a message that this was a trap, and now there's this great cloud of smoke. And you know that some drow have gone westward towards where Ezrah is. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna trust that there aren't like 17 giant spiders down there, and that they're gonna be able to hold it momentarily, while I'm gonna go down here and make sure Ezra doesn't fucking die. I see 2 drow, and I am not gonna be able to reach, so I'm gonna do that cool thing that I had to like backpedal on last time, where I hold up my hand as you will see the circlet of blasting adorned on my arm as if it were an armlet, and
Oh, shit.
I will blast the green dotted one. With
Okay,
18.
So I will say the circlet of blasting fires scorching ray, right?
So that's 3 beams.
Which is 3 beams. So
Can
you
I
get to make
choose
you
different
get to make
targets?
3 attacks at 3 targets, up to 3 targets, right? So,
Oh, so
all
it's-
attacks can go at 1 target, or you can split the difference. But we are firing them at the same time, so you need to call it basically beforehand.
All right.
They are both looking rough.
Yeah, they're both pretty fucked up.
Okay, and do I do a new attack roll per
A new
beam?
attack for each one. So which ones do you basically declare however many at green?
So
however
green
many
is the
at
first
orange.
one.
Yep. Green is the first one. Then let's do button. I just had it. This is gonna go to orange.
Okay.
And let's just, I don't know what I haven't paid.
Yeah, you don't know what the damage is yet,
So
so
I'm gonna put the last one also at green.
okay. All right.
Okay.
All
So
3
green,
hit.
one's green.
Roll damage for all 3 of them.
Okay, so
The last one just hits.
all right. That is ignore the
Do you
feral
get the
might
plus
Crimson
2
Right.
as well?
4.
Oh yeah, you don't get improved predatory strikes, I guess technically.
oh,
So
well,
that
yeah,
last
yeah,
one
so
is a
it-
miss, actually.
Okay, so it's 16 and 18 flat. Thank you. These fucking globals. I wish there was a better way to.
These globals. Where
Yeah,
if you
those,
could put
those are
globals,
hard to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a little difficult.
but I don't want to have like 20 different like.
Give
Well, I
it
already
into
have
the Zach
20.
way. Have 20 different options.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. Okay, so it's actually
4 damage to green. Just roll it again, and
4 damage to green, 3 damage to orange,
Ooh.
the other one missed.
and
The other one
10
missed.
damage
The
to
third one
green.
missed.
Oh, the third one missed.
Oh yeah, all right. So it's that's it. It's
Unfortunately, low damage rolls on the first 2. You had a good damage roll on the second one. You rush forward. Your arm streaks out. 3 bolts of flame spiral out through the air. The first one hits one of the drow in the side. The other one hits them in the back. And the third one goes wide. Neither of the drow fall. that are facing off against Ezra, but they are
boy.
both just like shaken,
Alright,
standing on that
bonus action, compel duel on green.
All right, DC 17. Okay, here we go. That is a wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. Failure. Okay. Okay, sweet, cool. He is compelled. We're just gonna give him a big ol' strong arm. Anything else for your turn?
I'll be in turn.
Bones, you're up. These fucking spiders. You roll a perception and an insight check for me. 22 and a 20. Pretty good. These spiders have sent out signals, have been sending out signals. Something is signaling back, but the very nature of something signaling back seems to indicate that there is unsurety on the other end at the moment. You might have a turn left to fix this before it is fully out of hand. You're muted.
All right, well, all I can do is throw stuff at the one I can see. That's all. I mean, nothing else I can do about it.
Give it up. 27 definitely hits. 21, 12, 2. What is that? 35? Grievous damage is done as you hurl Serpent's Fang into the eyes of the spider to the south. It is still alive, if barely so. Anything else? 21
Yeah.
on a sharpshooter wind spike fells the spider to the south. It's pulsing. It drops, hits the ground with a sickening like crunch. Green oozing out from its body. Its signaling stops, and you see a heartbeat afterwards. The signaling in response also stops, coming back from it. But you see other webs coming from that northernmost one that are still responding.
Okay. Well, that's all I can do.
All right. Matashtai.
Yes.
My God. You've used your reaction, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Please roll a stealth check for me.
Okay. Where's Stealth. Okay, there you go.
Gelgos Arganray does not notice your presence, and follows the commands of Karetha Korza, moves south, and hears, kind of like pads around, and then is going to try to. Very good, I will tell you that. Tries to restrain Dirzana Freth, but seems to be having some difficulty with it. Dinrith Avrindar. You hear, Matashtai, you hear suddenly this coming from the north.
That sounds terrible.
As
whip? She's whipping?
as this whip that Dinrith Freth, or Dinrith Avrindar, sorry, is utilizing, you hear it just crack repeatedly to the north of you.
Okay. Cool. Great. Love it. Not ominous at all.
Ay, ay, ay. We get more spoders coming in hot. Ezra, you have two drow in your face. Both of them are bloodied and beaten. Neither of them seems to have much fight in them left, but they seem insistent on skewering the fucking mage that caused all this fucking shit, all this goddamn shenanigans. You see these streaks of fire course down the hallway and slam into the side of them, but it doesn't finish either of them off. What do you want to do?
I pull out a handy dandy little wooden stick.
A wooden stick is
That-
a wooden
that I
stick, he
haven't.
says.
Brought out in a while, and I'm gonna upcast to level 2 magic missiles, splitting 2 beads at green, 2 beads at orange. First 2 being green, second
It
2
missed.
being orange.
All right, there we go. Let's see what we got.
All right, so that's gonna be 2 plus 3, so 5 at green. 4 plus 4, so 8 at orange.
5 is the amount that green had left, and 5 is the amount that orange had left. You
That's enough
just perfectly
Nice.
kill green, and you overkill orange. Both of these drow fall in front of you as they are trying to stop the annoying mage who has cast this goddamn invisibility spell upon his allies. There you go. Calculated, he says. 2 shields later.
I mean, I was biding time. That's all.
The
that's
shields
all.
were calculated.
Yeah.
Calculated. You shut up, Mitch. You're
You're
the
so
shit pickle. You
calculated
shut
right
up.
now. By the
Oh,
sounds
there's
of-
nothing calculated about what I've been doing.
by the sounds of what is going on, is it safe?
The
to say
battle,
that-
the battle in the chamber seems to be dying down, but there is stuff still happening on the periphery.
All right, well, I'm gonna step up and join Ashes then,
Sounds good.
realizing that Matt has been gone for a long while and he has a tendency.
Well, you
to
say
get into
step up and
shit.
join Ashes, but you have no idea where the fuck Ashes is because he's also invisible.
Oh, I know. It's my spell. I've got an attunement to my spell.
That's not how that works, but okay.
You know, honestly, there's a question here. Like, how can I compel duel someone who can't even see me?
Actually, what we can
I
check
mean,
the
he's
spell.
dead, so it doesn't matter. But
Do they need to be able to see you? Yeah, I wonder.
yeah, because I'm so angry. I'm gonna go attack some.
I'm
someone.
so angry at this thing that I know is over there.
One creature that you can see within range must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled
Okay, so
by
it
your
kind of
divine
knows.
demand.
Oh
Yeah, so it
can
magically
suck me
comes
out.
towards you regardless of whether it can see you or not.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know.
Alright, anyways, Ezra, is that it?
That's all I got.
I see you, monk. Matashtai, you hear this streak of metal through air,
Cool.
and
Sounds great.
Karetha Korza, who again has a very high passive perception, knows that you have rounded on her. Knows that you're in the dark just as much as she is in the dark. And she is going to swing at you with her death lance.
Oh, great. That sounds like a very
Why-
fun thing to be hit by.
That's a 14. She misses.
I like that.
You hear her make a kind of like tisk sound, and hear the lance coming at you from a lower angle as she swings again.
Jump.
You jump over it. You fucking jump over it. You feel a shuffle as Karethia, the High Inquisitor, uses her third attack against you.
That's too many attacks.
That's a lot of attacks.
That's somebody who attacks.
And then do the thing.
God.
And then in midair, just go horizontal.
Oh, please tell me this hits the guy that stabbed her.
Absolutely.
Yes.
This has to just destroy someone. No.
Oh,
Karethia might have missed you, but she is controlled in her attacks. She knows where she is aiming. You're just a wily fucking opponent. And she says that. She just, well, aren't you just a squirrely little... And that's her turn.
Language.
Okay, this giant spider is going to come down off the wall. Spews, does not hit, done. This guy is dead. This guy is Javon Fontaine. Stun lasts until the
Start of his
end
turn.
of their next turn. Is our
end
tweak.
of their next turn.
Because it's normally the end of your next turn, which is OP as fuck.
Correct.
So, Javon loses his turn, is no longer stunned. And now it's Matashtai's turn. Matashtai, you have freed Dirzana Freth. But Karethia seems to be tracking your movements through this smoke. And the other individuals are following her commands to a T and seem to be set upon preventing Dirzana Freth from escaping. What do you want to do?
All right. Well, we're gonna put the healing staff away for now. And I'm going to start with a punch to the face on what's her nuts.
Excuse me?
Kier something?
What's her nuts?
Kier something.
Kareth? You're going to try to punch
Yeah.
Karethia in the face. Gotcha.
I'm gonna try
okay.
and punch her in the face.
Cool. I love this. I am very excited about this.
Does a 30 hit?
God damn it. Of course it hits. Dear Lord fucking Jesus. What the fuck?
All right. I
Fucking
attempt to stun her.
Christ. Okay. I don't know what the fuck is happening right now, but I'm not happy about it. She says, fuck
Okay.
you. Fuck the fuck
Okay.
out of you.
Okay, I see you. I punch her again. I'm assuming 17 misses. though.
17 misses. You hit hard steel.
Okay. Bonus action attack. Oof.
Oh,
No dice.
confirm that critical. I've been doing it all night. $17, you're fine.
No confirm.
He says,
Sheesh.
I think that's all I can do right now.
okay.
Well, hold on.
You're no longer afraid, by the way. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Apologize. That has not been active for a while. I cannot believe I missed 3 attacks on you with the +10. I fucking hate you.
Was she right next to him, or was she like far away?
She was right next to him.
Well, you know Lance has disadvantage if they're within 5 feet.
Yeah, but they both have disadvantage already.
That's a good point.
In the darkness, in fog, nothing matters. It's all shit. Yeah. Otherwise, a different thing would be happening. But we're in the fog, so that doesn't have to happen.
Can she see me well enough to get attacks of opportunity? Or she just knows where I am?
You don't know. That's a judgment call that Matashtai. She seems to be keeping a bead on you this entire time. You're gonna pull away?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull away. I gotta find out.
She does not make an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Attack to magic.
Okay, so I'm gonna step up this way, and I'm going to yell out, 2 to your north, 1 to your northeast. Just letting her have some information about what's in the room.
Hold on a second.
Sounds good. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's all I got. Oh, sorry, 3 to your north, technically, but...
Matashtai, you step up. You can hear that crack, 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 crack. You shout out over the sounds of combat. I say over the sounds of combat. You are the combat in this area. You shout out, and immediately as you do, you hear this whistling as that whip crack comes towards you. This is gonna be a disadvantage to hit you, but it is not an attempt to do damage. That is a 12. You hear a whip strike near one of your legs as if to bind you, but it misses.
Scary. Okay. You gonna send the other 2 or 3 my way, or?
There's a held action.
Oh. Okay.
Wylan Hlond is gonna fire a fucking crossbow at a bunch of spiders and be like, how the fuck did I get myself in this mess? And that is his turn. This spider goes blue. This spider does things. This spider does things. Okay, so this spider goes... This spider goes... And that spider goes... Bones.
Whoa.
You see the webs on the wall, and it seems obvious to you that they are pulsing one direction and they're pulsing another direction with the same frequency, and then both stop pulsing.
All right. Well, what's done's done then.
We gotta move.
Okay. Karatha Korza, once again, is going to make a +5 wisdom saving throw. First one was 18. Second one is 16. Third one is 14. Fails! Her pride knows no fucking bounds. She says out loud, you can hear her, Matashtai. She says, Lalir, come, bind dear Zana. That's that. Zaran takes an attack. That does more damage. Cool. This guy's dead. Mossy's up.
Okay. All right, well, I can't see, but he can. 5, 10, 15, 20. Is it
I'm waiting for the
moving?
token to catch up.
I can't move, apparently.
Sorry. Boop. Can you see now? Flash move now?
I can't move in and out of that little bubble thing.
Yeah. The bubble thing is the smoke. So the only way I can keep you guys from seeing into the smoke is to create a barrier. So now you're inside the bubble.
Okay, well, that's as far as I can go.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
Well, no, he'll dash.
I'll dash
There.
over to. Okay. Sounds good. We got guy. Okay. 18. Dear Zana, Matashtai, you hear south back the way you came. You hear the struggling, or the sounds of struggling. Broken, splintered wood being kicked aside. You do not hear the sounds of footsteps following you northward. Ashes, it's your
I
turn.
do not.
You
Is
do
what
not.
you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dear Zana Freth is unable to extricate herself from the multitude of drow that are preventing her from.
Okay. Jeremy,
Ashes.
I am going to run over here, and then I'm going to use my action to dash, right?
Okay.
But before I do so, I need to find out something and make sure, explicitly clear, right? I have attuned myself to the anti-blind light crossbow that I was using in the in Dramacore, right?
Oh God.
And it just says attuning to this weapon makes you immune to the blind status effect.
Yep. Okay.
Does that include smoke?
How much space do you have?
I have another 45 feet to move. So
Here's
going-
25 feet of your movement, and your vision is unaffected. You rush into the smoke, and it is like the smoke isn't even there.
Wow,
Okay,
that's a really
that took
fucking
25?
good crossbow.
Here's the thing though, it's not a really good crossbow. It's a shit crossbow.
It's not even a plus- it's not even a
95%.
plus one.
How? When
There's
else
a-
has it
yeah.
ever been useful? When else?
Well, now we have the winning combo, though.
Yeah,
Right?
now we have the combination.
Christ.
Smoke. All right, so I still have.
Yeah, blind the entire party to allow Ashes to just fuck on people.
Have you seen his attack rolls? Yes.
Yeah, well,
So
I mean,
can
I'll
we
make
get
him
20
invisible,
feet
hide in
left?
a corner.
Say what?
How many do I have left? How much did you move me?
That was 25.
25. So I've got 20 feet left. Jeez, that's not enough.
No.
Well,
Matashtai is very far away.
Yeah. Well, all right. I make it down the hall, or I make it into the hall, and that's. I'll use my bonus action to apply branding smite.
Okay.
So branding smite, that is like radiant. I will that'll be enter.
Bones?
Hello.
Perception, insight.
Perception, insight.
You wait a heartbeat, unsure whether or not your interpretation of the events that have unfolded are accurate,
Acrid.
and then nothing happens, and you feel certain that the distress signal that has been sent out by these spiders, or has been being attempted to be sent out by these spiders, has been sent, been responded to, and that's why the movement has stopped. You do not know how long that means you have, but you, under the instructions of Quailen Hlond, you know that to mean that House Sovrindar should be aware of your presence. You have a limited amount of time now to finish your mission and get the fuck out before shit hits the fan.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'll just shout at everybody. All right, they know. And then I guess I'll run into the fucking shit too.
Okay, where were you?
I don't know. I tried to ram myself into the thing.
You can't ram yourself into the thing. Okay. Give me a second, because you don't have a crossbow of light.
No, I don't.
This is gonna be fun. You go 20 feet into the fog. You have however much movement you would normally have left.
I start, if I look back and I see him enter where I know he wouldn't be able to hear, I'll start tapping my shield on the corner of the wall to get him
I mean, he can hear you.
Yeah.
You don't just,
Oh, well.
you don't have to like tap your shield. You can just shout at him.
I just want to make noise. I just want to look.
Sure,
something.
sure. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Anything else for your turn?
I don't know. No. Yes.
Gotta make a decision.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know that this thing is there, so I don't really want to just attack it.
You know that it's there. The spider up there? You know that it's there.
Okay, well, if I know that it's there,
you were
then
just attacking it 12 seconds ago.
I
And
know,
you
but I don't know
heard
what
it
to do.
previously. Like, you might not be able to see it, right? So you attack
No.
at disadvantage.
No,
But technically, yeah, you don't attack at disadvantage because it's technically it isn't blinded. So. But
okay, but
you are
can't
out.
see me 'cause I'm
It's not
invisible.
blinded, but you are outside of the field of its vision, so it would be unable to see you. So it would be at normal. So the crit happens. Yeah, you. I don't know if it's casually for Bones, but you step into the fog. And you hear the like final like reverberations of the pulsing spider, right? Just whip a dagger up there, hear it hit, and then it appears back into your bracer. And it appears as the body of the spider crashes onto the ground next.
Alright, well then I guess I'll bonus action dash and go 30 more. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's what I can do.
That's what you can do. That was pretty fucking cool to be able to do that. Gelgos
20 late.
Argon Ray of the Argon Rays has a hand on Dozanafreth and continues to maintain that restraint. Dinrith Freth. Matashtai. You hear that crack, 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 crack. Pick back up.
Gonna go well for me.
Oop. Oop. Ooh, a miss and a... we're gonna go roll 1d. There's a curse. Not happy about that. Ezrah Rothanel. Allies, Zaran, Adaragon, and Quailen Hlond seem to be holding the southern egress, while the rest of your party has disappeared into a goddamn smoke to the northeast.
Well,
The chamber before you is filled with dead drow corpses, butchered, entrails, blood covering the ground. It's a charnel house.
Rip and tear.
And beyond, you see a wall of smoke that you have just witnessed ashes and actually you haven't witnessed either of them because they're all fucking invisible.
Well, you would see like a.
You have heard them disappear into the smoke, and you see that brief impression, right? Because their bodies, while you can't see them, when they enter the smoke, they do leave a little impression of like, oh, a body has entered the smoke, right? So you see, poof, an ashes shape, poof, a bone shape, enter into the fog. What do you want to do?
point of inquiry.
Yes. Lots of
I
inquiries
assume-
tonight.
My elemental shape acts like druid craft, where I don't need to make concentration checks while I'm in form.
No. Your elemental effect currently, if I'm remembering correctly, does not allow you to cast spells while you are in that form.
But I can maintain concentration.
But any concentration that you are currently maintaining remains active, but you do still need to make concentration checks on them if you receive damage.
And we're on turn 5 right now?
Yeah, we're about to be on turn 6.
Jesus, we're still on turn 5.
We're about to be on turn 6. This is a big ass fucking combat. You guys
here.
threw yourself into some big shit.
I mean, I have no idea how far people went, and that's the only way I can get anywhere. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna fucking turn into an elemental.
Okay. All right. And we. Go ahead and just spark you up in that form currently. Your spark elemental has a 50-foot flying range, right?
Correct.
Okay. You are now
And then I'm just gonna dash at 100. I know you have to fuck around, so I'll let you.
I'm gonna put you at 50 feet. You're here. At another 20 feet, you're here, and then I am going to have to fuck with your vision.
Fuck
So
away.
you are at 20 feet. You have another 30 feet now.
Reminder, mostly for visual and probably coolness effect. Spark Elemental has illumination, so I shed a
Ooh.
bright light for 5-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 5-foot radius. So there's just
Sure.
going to be this orb of light.
Yeah, it's
zooming
just
the
through.
light boy.
crackling light within this fucking smoke. That is just
Hurry,
like,
come
oh
distract them
god,
all
what's
so I can
that?
run away.
Right? It's just like, what the fuck? Okay. You still have another 30 feet of movement. For you to navigate yourself.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
No. I will put you on the other side of the barrier in the quickest route possible, but after that, once you're down to the 5 feet, you get to navigate, because then it's down to you to be like, oh, where the fuck am I?
But I want to blame you, Jeremy.
So, ashes and bones, you see this streak of lights go over your heads, basically.
No, I go through them. I go through them.
This like flashing like pink and purple, like a thunderstorm rolling through clouds.
That's all
see that
floofy
going
now?
past. Yeah, absolutely. All right. The last person to go in this turn is Karetha Korza, who rolled absolutely abysmally. Which is fine. That's fitting. This is a great place for us to end. As Karetha Korza I don't believe I asked you this last time, Matashtai. I need you to roll a stealth check for me.
Okay. It's not
You
above 20.
hear over the sound, the struggling to the south of you, the kind of like snap of wood and the grunts of the two elite warriors that are keeping Dirzana Freth from fleeing with you. Over the crack, 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 crack of the whip of Dinrith Avrindar, you hear this clock, 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 as the high heels of Kareth Ikorza click down onto the stone floor as she says in your direction, "Going somewhere, monk?" And you hear this as she swings at you again.
Who's gonna sit there and
Excellent.
fight in stilettos?
A
Are
masochist?
you kidding me?
You're really gonna let him get away with this, aren't you?
It's not me.
You wonder why he has a Superman complex.
The
You just let him
dice.
get away with this
The
shit.
dice are allowing him to do this. Oh my god. Oh my,
This is gonna
oh
be
my
a
god.
terrible blow to their morale.
Oh my god. Okay, well, let's see if we confirm. We do not.
Dang.
A second.
There it is.
There we
That one hits.
go.
That'll do it.
God. It took 5 swings of a plus 10 weapon to hit an 18 AC motherfucker.
I'm sorry, what?
Does this
What's
count
that?
as a projectile? Can he deflect it?
Oh my god. No. No, he cannot. Matashtai, you duck the first whistling blow, but the second one catches you in the side. You take
And I die. So that's
6
called the Death Lens.
16 piercing damage, and as it rips into your side, you
40
feel
damage.
a blossom of pain ripple across your chest, across your stomach, across your groin, as the necrotic energies of the Death Lance immediately eat into your person. I need you to make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Or die to the death lance.
How's a 6 sound?
Probably not great.
Ezrah, Ezrah, Ashes, and Bones all hear Matashtai's shriek of pain as the Death Lance, a torturer's weapon of Kareth Ikorza, the High Inquisitor of House Avrindar, causes unimaginable pain to blossom within your body. Until the end of your next turn, your movement speed is halved. You can take a bonus action or an action, not both. Attack actions can only use one attack, and you do not have a reaction, as you are so racked by pain from the necrosis eating into your body that you can barely act. You hear Kareth Ikorza say, "Now that's more like it." And she swings for her third.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so they have the Lance of Kidney Stones. Got it.
Yes, it's the Lance of Kidney Stones. 22?
Yep.
Fuck.
17 piercing
God.
and 13
Oh, no.
assault.
70 damage in 2 hits.
You are I say face to face, but it's really smoke to smoke right now with Kareth Ikorza, the High Inquisitor of House Avrendar, probably third or fourth on the food chain of the entirety of the house, the Drow House Avrendar. And you have rushed in against her alone, unaided by your allies.
Even with allies, I'm dying.
You have been lucky.
Nothing they do stops me from taking this damage.
You have been lucky for a long time. But in the last moments, Kareth Ikorza has your number. Her death lance strikes true, and Matashtai is left racked with pain and can only hope that his allies are near, or else he faces certain death. And I think that is a great place for us to go ahead and end this session as this combat rolls over to turn 6.
And we go on another mini break.
And we go on another mini break, because actually, yeah, I think we are off next week, right?
Yep. I'm in the Northwoods.
So we will be back in 2 weeks, hopefully to see how this combat concludes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time for more Dungeon of Mad Mage. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.